827 Big Tickle Morning Show with Jasmine McBee, V103 ATL's number one for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even want to call him a throwback. He's still here. My man C. Webb, Chris Webber joins the Big Tickle Morning Show this morning. What up, C. Webb?
Big Tig, what's going on,
Yo,
baby?
I don't think you understand, Jazzy. I don't think you understand.
I mean, I'm in the studio hearing a lot of y'all reminiscing and going back 30 years. Y'all, I got some tea.
I think you understand. Like I grew up a fan, and then he became my friend.
Oh, nice.
Same here. I grew up a fan, and then you became my friend.
Like,
then we,
Aw.
yeah.
Like, this is the reason people wore baggy shorts. Do you understand me? Oh yes, the Fab Five was they. Nobody had baggy shorts. Everybody had little old shorts.
What was the Fab Five?
Oh my God.
I mean,
we was like this singing group. You ever see the Five Heartbeats? You ever see
Yes,
the Five Heartbeats?
yes, I've seen that
Okay,
before.
so back in the day at the University of Michigan, there was these 5 freshmen.
Okay.
5 freshmen. They all came together and they were called the Fab Five because never before had 5 freshmen started a team and gone to the national championship game. And that's how good they was.
Wow.
They were all freshmen and they couldn't nobody do nothing with them.
Really?
Nothing with them. And then they personified like they were so black. Baggy shorts.
That's one of the best compliments
They
you could
have
give us.
black socks, low black socks.
Aw.
The reasons that we even rock the basketball Harachis now, they rock the basketball Harachi. Like, I don't think you understand.
That was at a time. It looked like it was time because the way y'all smiled, and I'm just like, okay.
At a time.
I'm loving the energy.
All the way from the University of Michigan to the Hall of Fame, brother. Congratulations.
Congrats.
brother.
That's
Thank you.
big.
And you're sitting here with this new work in front of us, by God's grace, a book. What's the reason behind writing the book?
You know, I'm sure you guys go through this. You stay so focused in your career that if you listen to rumors, if you listen to things, that you won't be great. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to keep distractions out. And so after I was able to be blessed to make it to the Hall of Fame, I had time, I had kids, I had time to really go back and look and just look at everything I've been through, look at the people that helped me, look at the situation I've been through. And so for me, it was just reflective. It was something that I wanted to thank God for the journey, thank God that I made it. It was something that I wanted to give people in my village, because it wasn't just me getting to the league. It was my parents, the people that took me to practice, my coaches and all that. So it was just really, I had time to go back and look, because you never have time in a 15-year NBA career, or since I was 12 years old. And so that's really why I did it. And God's grace is because of all the wonderful things that God does to sustain us when we get in a different situation.
Ooh, I
so
know
it's
that's
not
right.
like not like a preachy book where you're gonna I'm preaching to you, but however, I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And when you look back, you'll appreciate it more, because on that day where, let's say that you needed a word of encouragement, on that day where somebody needed to say it's going to be okay, when you look back and just see the angels he put in your life, for me it was special. And so that's why I call it by God's grace, because I wouldn't be here. But before my first AAU game, I was 13, and my best friend was shot and killed.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? And that's just from the cities where we're from, the things that we have. So by God's grace, I'm still here. By God's grace, still take care of his mom. By God's grace, his kids. So it's just something, man, that just very thankful. And I know that we don't accomplish anything by ourselves.
Man.
I love it. So writing books, I hear it's like therapy. And some things we can suppress certain situations, certain incidents. So what was it like writing this book for you?
It was like, it was a roller coaster.
Wow.
Yeah,
Of emotions?
Of emotions, because just, let me ask you this. What happens when you forgive somebody and forget? That's a good thing, right? You forgive.
It's supposed to be.
So
Right.
what happens when you forgive and forget, and then you have to remember what happened 20 years later?
Right.
You have to forgive again.
Yeah, because you relive all of that all over again, and you get mad again, and it's the
You're
emotions.
like, wait, you really did it that way? I
Yeah.
forgave you for, you know what I mean? And so it's a lot of that, but it's a lot of gratitude as well. And I don't feel like a big weight has been lifted off, but I feel like, cool, now it's on to the next, because after this is, not much to talk about. Let's keep it moving. And that's always what I wanted to do. I always wanted to have conversations with enough context that you couldn't take one single line and be like, oh, see what happened, and your whole life is defined by that. So I feel good. It's one of the toughest things I've ever done. I would never do it again. I wrote that.
Well, really?
So wait, did you write it by yourself or you had one of them people?
No, man. You know how I started?
Yeah.
Actually, if I had to do it again, I may have had one of those people. But I started with the stenographer, man, and I would just vent. And then I saw it on paper. Then, came the outline, bullet points, things like that, what I wanted to do. But this has been like a 12-year process.
Oh, wow. 12-year process?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's impressive to do it yourself.
Really is.
But so much has been said about me by other people that I wanted to say something about myself.
I
you know what I'm saying? Everybody, oh, he did this. None of that's true. So let me kind of just, put it there myself.
Chris Webber's our guest this morning, Big Chicken Morning Show with Jasmine McBee. By God's grace, the book is out and available. When we come back, we'll drift into this docu-series that I'm definitely wanting to hear about, and more about Chris Webber when we get back on V103. That is the Pony Up remix of
I like
Texas
that.
Hold'em.
I like it.
You like everything that she does.
Not everything, but I like Beyonce.
Watch this. Name something you don't like.
No, we're not. I cannot wait until the Beehive gets you. I'm telling you.
Big Chicken Morning Show with Jasmine McBee on V103, ATL's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwback. Chris Webber in the building. Brand new book, By God's Grace. A docu-series on the way.
Yes.
Yeah, so how I did the research for the book is I took a friend of mine, Peter Gilbert, who did Hoop Dreams back in the day.
Okay.
And so I interviewed coaches, family. I went back to Tunica, Mississippi, where my father's from. So it was more like a discovery piece for my family, for everyone, but also friends like Jalen Rose or Juwan Howard or others that, I was on this journey with and interviewing friends and talking to them. So, hopefully people love it. But it's a companion to the book, and so I think people kind of taking information in different ways. Some people will read it. I'm doing an audio book, and hopefully visually with the archival footage and everything else in this docuseries, people will, kind of get what we did. I got to go back and find some Big Tigger interviews when you welcome me to D.C. and Rap City.
No doubt. Let me see if I can find that myself. Please believe it. Yeah. So as you look back, and you've had to look back to make this thing become a reality, when you think about the Michigan part of your life, and a lot has been made about the scandal, and God bless you, you got your number up there like it's supposed to be. Right. Any regrets?
I think you always have thoughts of regret, but I think one thing about God's grace is that you don't have to regret when you have God. You just have to repent and keep it moving. Or, so it wouldn't be no NIL if it wasn't for the Fab Five. I did not take money. That was a lie. It was a setup. We talk about that in the book and the docuseries. It has to be a bad guy. Like, if you're going up against $1 billion, $1 trillion corporation and industry, it's easy to vilify. Like kids today, people today, we're so blessed to have ways to get directly to our fans and to speak.
Right.
But back then it was channel 247 and 50 and 56.
Maybe 11.
Maybe, you know what I mean? And so, but that's what I was talking about. Like I had blinders on. So it's frustrating when you have people calling you a thief or saying you stole money, and then you're saying, hey, if I had the opportunity, I would have taken it, should have taken it, and who cares about what you guys say? But at the same time, if you want to be successful in basketball, you better not spend your time. If you want to be successful in life, you better not spend your time answering the outsiders that really have nothing to do with you, because then you will go crazy. To me, that's going crazy, trying to answer questions of people that don't care, people that are trying to put a certain narrative, and so you can spend time on that, or you can get to your business and make them, and then talk about it later. And so to me, if I would have worried about all that, I wouldn't have had an orange jacket. It was tough to handle. It's tough to hear people talking about you, but at the end of the day, you ain't gonna convince nobody anything anyway.
Chris Webber's here with the Big Ticket Morning Show with Jasmine McBee. How did the Fab Five come back to reunite? Because, there was a lot of talk, and we might not like him over there.
Yeah, so the whole thing with the Fab Five, that really was a beef between me and Jalen.
Really?
Jalen and I have known each other since 12 years old. We've been best friends since the second day. We met at a practice, and we hated each other. We had a practice where it was no fouls and no out of bounds. So just imagine that in the hood. Dudes is WrestleMania, you know what I mean? And so the next day, I didn't want to go back to practice, and the whole situation. The next week, I go back after conversations with my father, all this great stuff, and I found my fight. I found who I, was, but him and I were best friends since that day. So some of this is about the journey of us wanting to go to high school together. People didn't realize, like, the Fab Five really is because Jalen and I wanted to go to the same high school. My mother made me go to a different high school. I did not want to go to that high school. Jay's mom made him go to a different high school. We were mad at, I was mad at my parents and everything like that. But after we got in the league, he and I had issues, you know what I mean? And because of our issues, the whole Fab really didn't get together, and it really came back when, him and I reunited and forgave each other and kept it moving, you know what I mean? But, the whole thing was we were so close that we didn't want one fake conversation to fix it, that it had to be real, because the day that we say, okay, we're going to mob just like it was yesterday. Okay. So we wanted to make sure that it was sincere time with who we were. So, yeah, we sat in his mother's home. His mother just passed away, Jeannie Rose. She's a wonderful, beautiful woman, and we sat at her kitchen table and made amends, and that was a beautiful beautiful moment. Yeah, beautiful. Because even though him and I were beefing, the parents were still cool. She texted me like, "When y'all knuckleheads go?"
Right.
Y'all was having a real life
situation.
What's the Drew movie?
Right.
Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew. Yeah.
That was lifetime beefing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it really, wasn't no serious beef. It was just, two men, egos. And but that's my brother, and I'm glad, we about to do some crazy stuff together. So I'm excited, man.
I love it. So I'm looking at the book right now, and you have a lot of family photos, photos when you were younger, your mom, your brother, and your sister, and then you dedicate the book to your wife and then your twins. Ella Marie and Macy Chris. Yeah, the two twins. How are they? How's it going?
Yeah, it's going great. I was just telling a good brother DJ, like, you have twins when they turn 2 or 3, it starts making it easier. But, but it's real in the field. They wake up like, Daddy, what we gonna do? We don't care if you play basketball. What we doing today? You got energy. I don't care your knee hurting, your back hurting. Be Daddy.
I don't care if Shaq landed on you.
Yeah. I'm like, Shaq hurt me. No. So it's truly a blessing, and I tried to put so many pictures in the book because I want it to be an experience where, it's over 200 pictures, and the chapters are very small, so you don't have to read it all the way through in one sitting, but you can pick certain chapters and just read it and still get a context of the book. And so for me, it was definitely a project of love.
Oh, I love this picture. This is so cute. With your little girl.
Yeah, that's my little girl. That's my boss now.
She runs the household.
That is how I go. Bro, I appreciate you getting up and coming to hang out with us this morning. By God's Grace, brand new book from Chris Webber. I suggest you go get it. It ain't lightweight. You're gonna spend some time with it.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a worthwhile journey for you to take. Love you, bro. Good to see you, man.
Hey, man, I love you too.
I'm
dog.
still
Good
mad that you've been in Atlanta all this time and I didn't even know
we about
that.
to get up now like it wasn't nothing, man. And you coming fishing with me?
No. You can take Tigger fishing because I told you I had an experience with that, and I was just like, it's like watching paint dry for a woman. That's just for me. Y'all can do the male bonding thing, and I think that's great for you guys.
You ain't hearing that.
Okay. Look, it's one of the.
Me and your wife can go do some stuff. Like, we can go do some girl stuff while,
shopping.
Yeah, we can go do it. Yeah.
Does it sound like you was about to stop it? No, I'm probably
We'll do some girls things.
One of the few places a man can escape everything. Just go out here and sit in the boat. It is.
No doubt, man.
Chris Webber, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. When is the docuseries?
Well, the book is out now, and it's only at chriswebber.com. The docuseries will be following up pretty soon. I'll definitely let you know, brother.
I'm looking forward to that, bro. Y'all don't go too far. We got more Big Ticket Morning Show on the way with Jazzy McBee. Y'all don't go too far. It's V103.